Hey everyone, my name is Andrew Langfield, and in this video I wanted to give you guys a light leak pack that I made. I'm pretty excited about this one. I've been wanting to make my own light leak pack for a long time, and I just haven't done it. So I had a lot of fun making this video. I just did it in my basement with my camera, and I shot different lights, and you've got some orange ones, some white ones, some blue lights that I made, and it's just a lot of fun to be able to make these. You guys can use this for all sorts of different things. Whatever you want to use them for, go ahead. You can shrink them, stretch them, change the color of them. They're just a lot of fun. How you use them, I'll show you guys how to do that into the computer in just a minute, just so you guys can know they are free. Go ahead and download them. They'll be in the link in the description. It will have a password to the file just because of the size that it is. I need to put a password on it, so go ahead and put that. It'll be 100% coupon off once you go to Gumroad. So let's jump into the computer. Let's go ahead and take a look at that, and I'll show you guys how to use them.
Alright, so for this portion, I'll be using DaVinci Resolve, but you go ahead and use whatever you want. It's a very simple process, so most editing softwares will be able to handle this. So what I did here is I included in these 6 files different effects within each file. So as you can see, this file has all sorts of different prism effects. I've just compiled all the best ones that I got into this one file, and same thing throughout these. This is your blue effects. Here's your light artifacts. This one was just unique things that I was filming that I thought belonged in its own container. This one here is light flashes. Yeah, so this one I was pretty excited about, because if you've ever seen like Super 8 footage or like 60mm footage, like scans, people use these a lot for adding to their films to give this a vintage look, or sometimes for transition. But since I don't have those scans and I can't make my own scans because I don't have a Super 8 film camera, I kind of try to emulate that look of what I think it would look like. So I used a prism, and I was rotating in front of the lens using some old vintage lenses to get that kind of warping effect. I don't know, they're kind of cool. If you want to use those are your light flashes. These are your more traditional leaks. I have all sorts of different leaks here. It starts off a little bit slow, and as you get to the end, they start moving a little bit faster and a little bit more crazy. And then you've got your light leaks, your white and neutrals. This one just has some white ones and some more neutral colors, as you can see there. But you can change the colors for all of them, but this is just the original color. I have not done any color changing to these except for these blue ones. I did change these into blue, and everything else is original. So this package here is about 5 gigabytes. So I was able to compress it down while still keeping the quality of them. I exported it in I forget what format it's called. It's like the GoPro, the CineForm 10-bit, because I didn't want to lose. You know, when you export it in like H.264, and then you get a bunch of banding here. So I wanted something that would preserve still the detail there for you guys. So I'm sorry about the size, but that's the only way I could do that, at least that I know, to preserve the footage quality. Anywho, let's get starting to use them. I'm going to start with orange light leak. Yeah, I like that right there. Looks pretty organic. This is actually an old vintage lens that I was using. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So let's use that. Let's put that on top of our clip here. We're going to be using this one here. As you can see, I named it Dream in Quebec. It just kind of reminds me of like a dream, something that is I don't know, very dreamy. So we're going to be using this light leak to kind of enhance that look. I'm going to throw it all on top, and this is where the magic happens. All you need to do is go to your properties here in my videos, and we're going to change the blend mode to screen, and that is it. Once you change it to screen, you'll see that now we can see through it. Obviously put it on top of your actual clip so that we can see through it, and there you go. If you can't find the screen on your computer there, it's going to be under blend mode. Usually it's called blend mode in Adobe software, so just go ahead and do a Google search, blend mode, and you can change your blend mode. But yeah, so there you go. Now, a couple of things that you can do with these. Let's say you want to make it bigger. This is your zoom, so I'm just going to make that bigger. These are 4K files, so you have quite a bit to work with, and then you can move your position up and down, left and right. You can also flip them like this if you need. Let's say you want this more on the right side. Let's say it looks like the sun's coming from the right. We're gonna flip it. Now we got the sun coming from the right? Now, if you don't have these little flip things, you can always just rotate the angle by doing like 180 or something like that. Now you've rotated the whole screen by 180. So now it's on the right side, and that's great. Now, a couple of things that you can do with these things. Let's say, for example, here you think it's too faded. Okay, so we're gonna go to the color tab, and it's a very simple fix. You just wanna go to your curves, and you're just gonna grab that lower end, and you're gonna bring that lower end down. What that's doing is just making your blacks more black, so it's passing through, the light's passing through. So as I bring that down, you're adding a little bit more contrast. You're gonna see that the colors are actually popping a little bit more as opposed to having it really high. But by doing that, I'm making it a little bit more of a stronger color. You can also add a little bit more in there or remove it. You can bring those whites down if you'd like to. Once I do that, I might want to change the color, so I can go into my wheels. Most editing softwares have your wheels here. I'm just going to use my midtones. I can change my midtones a little bit more purples maybe, something like that. My highlights, maybe a little bit more of that orangey color right there. Maybe that's too much purple. Let's bring that back. That looks pretty nice. So that's great. So once you do that, let's go ahead and still keep working on this. So this ends abruptly, so let's do like a flash. So I'm gonna cut that. I'm gonna go into my light leaks, no, my light flashes. Let's go ahead and find something that's, I think I was playing around. Yeah, I like that, so let's use that. Let's grab that, put it right in there, and that's what it's gonna end on, a flash right there. Same thing, we go in here, and then you turn that into screen. Cool, it's a little slow, so I'm gonna just change the speed. Let's just go on 120. Yeah, that's a bit better. I'm just gonna change that, move that up. You can always fade it in by adding some crossfade. I'm actually gonna remove the second crossfade though. Yeah, that looks really neat. Cool, okay. And then what else can we do here to this clip? Let's say we wanna add some artifacts. Let's go ahead and find something that looks kind of interesting. That looks all right. So let's grab that up to there, let's say. Put that in there. We're gonna fade it in. Turn that blend mode to screen. And since it's just too much, right? So I'm just gonna zoom that in right about there. Move it maybe to the right. And some other things you can do here is you can start masking stuff out. Let's say I just wanna keep this left side. I'm gonna go into my thing here, add a alpha out. Just gonna connect that there. And let's just go ahead and make this only on the left side. So let's say I just want to affect the left side, no problem. I'll just do something like that. So let's take a look at how that looks. Yeah, that's all right. I think it's still a little much, so I'm just gonna bring it down just so it's a little subtle. Yeah. Awesome, I like that. And just like that, we've got an awesome clip that's got a little bit of extra. You can see there, a little bit of that orange. Go into that, and ending with a flash. Excellent.
Thanks so much for watching. I hope that was a help to you and you are able to use this pack. I've made other videos like this. You can check them out in the playlist I'll make here for you. There's all sorts of free stuff. I made some free overlay bundles, some anamorphic presets, and all sorts of different things that I have over at Gumroad. If you guys want to download those, go ahead and watch those videos and I'll show you how to download those for free. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.